Καλημέρα.
Καλημέρα, Πέτρο.
Καλημέρα.
Τι κάνεις?
Καλά, καλά. Εσείς πώς είστε?
Πάρα πολύ καλά.
Τώρα ακουγόμαστε. Καλημέρα, παιδιά!
Έλα.
Καλημέρα.
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 Μήπως να το έβαζα. Μόνο από ένα. Γιατί τώρα έχω δύο υπολογιστές.
Όχι, απλά το ένα κάνει το mute και
Το δικό μου το έχω mute.
και κλείσει τα ηχεία.
Δεν είναι να μπορώ να σε βοηθήσει η Χριστιανή. Γιατί θέλω να κατεβάσει ένα δώρο του Βραζιλέου.
Κάθε ώρα για κάνει τα τέσσερα.
Παιδιά, ακουγόμαστε, είμαστε καλά. Μας ακούτε, με ακούτε μάλλον?
Ναι, μια χαρά.
Ωραία. Λίγο διαδικαστικό το θέμα. Όποιος έχει να κάνει γενικά να έχετε τα μικρόφωνά σας θέλω κλειστά. Τις κάμερες σας ανοιχτές, τέλεια να σας βλέπουμε όλους. Και όταν θέλετε να κάνετε μια ερώτηση, θα σηκώσετε το χεράκι και θα την κάνετε για να ανοίξετε τότε το μικρόφωνο σας και να μην έχουμε θέμα με τον ήχο, μόνο αυτό.
Ο Morgan απάντησε.
3 λεπτά. Ψάχνω το link στο Zoom.
Τι ψάχνει?
Ψάχνω το link στο Zoom.
Ο καφές είναι αυτός.
Ζητάει να αφαιρέσουμε προγράμματα. Δεν πειράζει, σήμερα θα είμαι παρούσια. Κάνεις τρία. Κοίτα. Για τις διαδρές. Αν ξέρουμε που ψάχνουμε. Αλλά όταν το πατήσεις στο κόρτεξ του τρεις αξιολογήσεις, μετά είναι αφαιρέσω προγράμματα, όλες οι χώρες, δεν το ξέρει. Δεν λέει πόσο, αν πατήσεις στο δίκτυο, θα
για το λόγο που θα αρχίσει να πάμε καρέκλες. Εδώ ήρθα. Έχω δω δύο αγοράς. Τι άλλο θέλετε. Ό,τι θέλετε.
Nice conversation today. We've gathered a lot of questions already.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, let's see what happens with those.
Perfect. So I'll do a little intro.
Can you get coffee coming?
Do we need a coffee? A cappuccino? Well, not like the one we have in here. Fredo, what's it called?
I'm tempted at the Fredo since I'm sweating.
Okay. I have a bottle of water here with for you, only for you. That's right for you.
Okay, good. A lot of people will selfies so far. Man, I'm glad I recovered from that cold.
Okay, we're glad to. Yeah, and warm. All right, okay.
We managed to get moist.
Do you want me, the temperature here is fine? Do you want the AC?
Εδώ.
Δύο. Είναι σαν αυτό που κάναμε με τους χωρίτες. Μικρόφωνο δεν έχω.
Εδώ και κάμερα από εκεί, δεν. Αυτό λέω. Θέλω να μιλήσω εγώ που είχαμε αυτή τη λογική.
Όχι, είναι χαρά, τι σε βλέπουμε και από εδώ.
Πλάτη.
Να την γυρίσω λίγο.
Εδώ πήγε κάτω.
Ναι, να φάει πρώτα κάτι και να ξεκινήσουμε σε λίγο. Γιατί κάποιοι είτε σας είπαν ότι θα αργήσουμε και θα έρθουμε σε λίγο.
The Greek way, 10 λεπτά και
εξήγησε το τώρα. Δεν νομίζω ότι στο εξωτερικό θα έχουμε το ακαδημαϊκό τέταρτο. Το είναι ρωτάει πάντα. Στα ελληνικά. Α, γιατί η γυναίκα είναι Ελληνίδα. Οπότε κάτι μιλάει, αλλά γενικά... Είμαστε όλοι με τα αγγλικά κομπλέ. Όχι. Θα δείξει. Ωραία, να το δείξει. Δεν ξέρω αν είναι κάτι. Δεν θα πω πια. Στα μάτια να το καταβάσω. Α, γιατί δεν χρειάζεσαι. Καλά, κορίτσια. Δεν έχω εγώ.
εσάς περιμένουμε. Μία-δύο. Καλώς τα κύρια. Έχουμε και νέα άτομα.
Βεβαίως!
Για να πας μέσα στο χέρι.
Ακούγομαι. Ωραία. Α, τέλειωσα. Όπα, ήρεμα. Γενικά θέλω να πω ότι είμαι πάρα πολύ χαρούμενη που έχουμε και καινούργιο σήμερα, γιατί ήταν πολύ last minute. Οπότε ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ που ήρθατε όλοι εδώ. Τηρούμε το ακαδημαϊκό τέταρτο και θα ξεκινήσουμε σε λίγο. Σε λίγο, ναι. Γενικά το θέμα σήμερα είναι περί ηγεσίας και leadership, αλλά γενικά τον έχουμε εδώ και τον ρωτάμε τι θέλουμε. Θα μας συστηθεί κιόλας ο Morgan, να σας πει λίγο τι κάνει, ποιους βοηθάει, γιατί είναι και με ομάδες και με individuals και με leaders και με όλους. Γεια σας και από το Zoom. Βλέπω εδώ πολύ κόσμο. Καλημέρα. Και είσαστε όλοι και πολύ καινούργοι. Μπράβο, βρε παιδιά, μπράβο. Ελπίζω να σας γνωρίσουμε όλους από κοντά. Θα σας πούμε στο τέλος πότε θα είναι το επόμενο workshop.
Λοιπόν, να σας κάνω εγώ μια ανεπίσημη λίγο.
Σωστά, εγώ να φύγω από εδώ.
Παρουσίαση του Morgan ήταν πολύ ταπεινός, δεν θα πει ό,τι χρειάζεται να πει. Εγώ δεν ξέρω πάρα πολλά χρόνια. Ο Morgan λοιπόν είναι πάρα πολύ αναγνωρισμένος γιατί είναι ο διευθυντής του Ινστιτούτου Gestalt του Σαν Φρανσίσκο. Είναι ένα από τα μεγαλύτερα Ινστιτούτα Gestalt παγκοσμίως, με ένα δίκτυο τεράστιο σε όλο τον κόσμο. Δηλαδή, φανταστείτε, έχει παραρτήματα στην Ιαπωνία, σε πάρα πολλά μέρη. Θεωρείται ένας από τους μεγαλύτερους θεραπευτές στον χώρο της Gestalt παγκοσμίως και κάποια στιγμή ξεκίνησε να κάνει. Κάποια στιγμή λοιπόν, τώρα δεν ήταν επίσημα, δεν είναι ανεπίσημη αυτή. Και κάποια στιγμή ξεκίνησε, τον προσέλαβαν μάλλον εταιρείες για να τους βοηθήσει να ενοποιηθούν οι ομάδες τους που είχαν προβλήματα κτλ. Μιλάμε για πολύ μεγάλες εταιρείες. Κάποιες ήταν unicorn εταιρείες που φτάσαν να γίνουν unicorn, που βοηθούσε το CEO πώς θα συνεργαστεί με τις ομάδες τους, με την ομάδα του κτλ. Και τώρα έχει δημιουργήσει και ένα δικό του σύστημα, το Getty System, το οποίο μιλάει για έναν τύπου υπερβατικού διαλογισμό, είναι στα ελληνικά, αλλά δεν είναι η σωστή λέξη, είναι κάτι σαν διαλογισμό, μια υπερβατική κατάσταση, στην οποία ο άνθρωπος μπορεί να φτάσει εκεί μέσα από κάποιες τεχνικές που δίνει. Οπότε είναι μια πολύ εξέχουσα προσωπικότητα. Έχουμε την τιμή να τον έχουμε εδώ, γιατί είναι παντρεμένος 2 φορές με Ελληνίδα. Οπότε.
Η εθνικότητα δεν αλλάζει όμως. Δεν
Καλησπέρα, καλό μήνα και από μένα. Λέω πολλές νέες φάτσες, χαίρομαι ιδιαίτερα.
Και στο Zoom έχουμε πάρα πολλούς καινούργιους.
Και στο Zoom, γεια σας. Νούμερο 1, είναι τιμή μας που σας έχουμε εδώ, που αφιερώνετε χρόνο και θα αφιερώσετε και για το φεστιβάλ και για ό,τι κάνουμε. Νούμερο 2, πέρσι, όσοι ήσασταν στο φεστιβάλ, βάλαμε πάρα πολύ ψηλά τον πύχη. Επειδή κυκλοφορώ πάρα πολλά για την Ελλάδα στο εξωτερικό και Κύπρο και ούτω καθεξής, παίρνω feedback. Ή μου το δίνουν, το ζητάω. Και από μιλητές και από παρευρισκόμενους και ούτω καθεξής. Δεν υπάρχει ούτε ένας, και το λέω με ειλικρίνεια, ούτε ένας που να έχουμε μιλήσει, και μέσα στην τριάδα των top που αναφέρει να μην είναι η ομάδα, οι εθελοντές και η οργάνωση. Και όχι μόνο ότι ήμασταν στην ώρα μας, το οποίο είναι σημαντικό, που είναι ένα κομμάτι, ήταν όλη η ενέργεια, όλη η εξυπηρέτηση, η ευγένεια και όλα τα ωραία που κάναμε. Άρα φέτος, για να το περιμένουν και το συγκρίνουν ήδη με τι άλλο συμβαίνει στην Ελλάδα, δεν το πάμε ακόμα καλύτερα. Διότι το να φτάσεις κάπου είναι εύκολο, να διατηρηθείς στην Αμερικάνη είναι το πιο προκλητικό από όλα. Άρα θα κάνουμε μια σειρά από meeting, εκπαιδεύσεις και για να πάρετε κι εσείς και εμείς παραπάνω αξία από ανθρώπους και κυρίως να χτίσουμε τα skills του καθενός και την ομάδα. Είμαστε μαζί? Ναι. Το λέω σε εσάς, θα το ανακοινώσουμε στην εβδομάδα. Κλείνουμε 5 χρόνια podcast. Τετάρτη βγαίνει το επαιτειακό. Τετάρτη βγαίνει ή την άλλη Τετάρτη. Στην εξέλιξη αυτή που θέλουμε να έχουμε στο Game of Money, ξεκινάμε κάποια podcast στα αγγλικά με ξένους καλεσμένους. Ένα από τα δύο που έχουμε γυρίσει ήδη είναι με τον Morgan, πριν 2 εβδομάδες. Άρα θα είναι στα αγγλικά το επεισόδιο στο Spotify. Στο YouTube έχει αυτόματα υπότιτλους, είναι εύκολο. Άρα στην πορεία εξέλιξη τη δικιά μας θα έχουμε σταδιακά και κάποιους ξένους ιδιαίτερους. Επειδή μιλήσαμε με τον Morgan στο podcast, στο Get Type που πούμε εσείς, ένα μεγάλο κομμάτι που είναι προσωπική ανάπτυξη είναι πάρα πολύ κοντά στη φιλοσοφία του αποφασίζω. Δηλαδή έλεγε για καθρέφτες μέσα, έλεγε για όλα τα κομμάτια που κάνουμε εδώ. Το είναι όμορφο και σημαντικό και ταιριάζουν και οι φιλοσοφίες. Είναι από τους top στην εκπαίδευση ηγεσίας παγκοσμίως. Μια από τις εταιρείες που έγιναν unicorn, όσοι κάνετε PowerPoint, υπήρχε το πρέζι. Το πρέζι είναι μια μορφή παρουσιάσεων τέλος πάντων, λίγο πιο δυναμική. Στο πρέζι ήταν σύμβουλος πριν γίνει unicorn. Γενικά συμβουλεύει CEO, ομάδες, στελέχη στο δικό του κομμάτι. Άρα, σήμερα έχουμε κουβέντα, τι θα κάνουμε?
Ναι, σήμερα κουβέντα. Είπαμε ότι το θέμα θα είναι leadership, ηγεσία, γιατί ο Morgan ασχολείται γενικά και με αυτό. Έχουμε πάρει από το mail που μας στείλατε κάποιες ερωτήσεις σας. έχω και εγώ κάποιες.
κάποιες και προχωρήσουμε.
Εγώ λέω, επειδή έχουν τα παιδιά
Okay.
κάποιες, τις έχω σημειώσει κι εγώ, να ξεκινήσουμε, θα κάνει ο Morgan μια εισαγωγή δική του, να πει κάποια πράγματα και γενικά να είναι έτσι interactive. Δεν υπάρχουν τώρα ντροπές και μπορούμε να ξεφύγουμε και από το θέμα, δηλαδή θα δούμε και πώς θα πάει και η κουβέντα.
Πριν κατέβω εγώ, όσοι δεν γνωρίζετε από το Zoom, η Ειρήνη, η εχμαλωτήρια, ζουν και εκεί. Είναι η project manager και μου πάνε γενικά για το φεστιβάλ και η Μυρτώση ήρθε να σε δούμε και μιλήσει. Μεταξύ άλλων είναι και υπεύθυνη των εθελοντών, έχετε κάνει και τη συνέντευξη μαζί της οι καινούργιοι. Ο Μωυσής που μίλησε πριν είναι η alternative media που συνδιοργανώνουμε το φεστιβάλ, άρα στο κομμάτι αυτό είμαστε παρέα και νομίζω να ξεκινήσουμε. Morgan, it's not here.
The stage is yours.
The stage, you can sit, have a discussion. Okay.
All right. We said to all of the people here that today's workshop will be about leadership, since we are talking about leadership. We asked them to send us their questions about leadership. So I want you first to introduce yourself because you will be one of our main international guests in the upcoming event. So everyone will get to know you first, and then I think we can start asking some questions and go with the conversation, see how the conversation flows, I think.
See what happens.
Okay.
Is there a translation? No.
No, but
How does that work? Is everyone speaking English? We hear you from our pod. I hope so. I've seen that go astray a few times. And even for the people on Zoom. I like to look around and see what I'm with. Hello.
Hello.
I don't have a plan. But I'm very curious what will happen between them. That's always a mystery, since we've just met. And yet there's, I don't know how many people here, but there's so much potential for anything to happen. What could happen?
Something very special.
I hope maybe something boring. Probably special, I suspect. I get emails all the time, and sometimes I answer them. They get some questions about my work or what I'm doing, and I answer them, and then I don't hear from them. It might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, and then I go to some meeting like this, and somebody raises their hand and says, "You know, I emailed you 2 years ago," and the next thing you know, I'm working with them or teaching for them or something. So there's always, infinite potential in the moment. But we have to see each other. If we don't see each other, if I don't really see you, what is possible here? if I don't take the time to really see you, and you don't really see me, then the energy, the potential can't come out of the invisible. The creative spark kind of remains a bit flat. And it's a bit risky to take a look.
Morgan,
Yeah.
I want you to speak a little bit louder.
Louder?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll speak a bit louder. Not only do you have to see, we have to see each other, we have to hear each other. So I'll practice speaking up. Yeah, so part of leadership is to be able to see who you're with and to see what's possible. And more than that, to feel what's possible. There's already a future waiting for us, or quite a number of futures. That's a very interesting response. But she recognizes that. I could just see from her semi-conscious facial. There's some resonation. There's something that's mysterious that happens between people when we see each other, when we hear each other, when we make room for the potential between us. Then we start to evoke a magic. We start to bring something out of nothing. But we don't know what it is. Yeah. We need to try drinking from the back of it. that would be an interesting potential to see what happens. So I'm curious, what brought you here? What's interesting for you? I'm available. I mean, I could say some things about myself, but I'm kind of bored with myself. Yeah.
Does anyone want to share anything with Morgan?
What is this?
All right.
He asked what brought us here.
Yeah.
So, I can speak for me. I'm Alexandra.
Hi.
I'm not very fluent in English, but I'll try.
Stand down, please, Alexandra.
Okay. For me, it's an extra try because 1 month ago I had surgery in my hiastos, in my knee.
Okay.
So I'm in the way to come again in October. So what brought me here is that I have never been part of something that has to do with volunteering. And I always admire people that have time and spend time and try to be a part of it. So that's what in the beginning made me be a part of here. And of course the leadership. It's something that I admire. I want to have people that make me a part of being leaders. And it's true that in my working experience, I have never been with people that I really admire. So people like you that make, and everybody okay, that's here, that make people and CEOs and things that make us feel and want to work for them. It's something very, very important for me. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. Would you come up?
Come here. Okay. Have to make a try for a bit.
So just take a moment to look around.
All the people. Oh, it's different with you.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really different. Okay.
What's your experience as you look around?
I would like to have, the cloud outside that says everything that is thinking all these people.
You'd like to know what they're thinking?
Yes.
What do you imagine him thinking?
I would like to know what is what their experience, their personal life, why they are also here, and what they want to earn from this 2 hours that will be here, things like that.
But you can't see or hear that right now, can you?
No.
Could you be one of them? Could you be one of them and say their thoughts? Stand behind them and say whatever you think they're thinking? Yeah, try it. Pick one that looks interesting.
It's different. I will ask for you. Yes.
No, whoa, wait. I want you to say what his thoughts are.
What
You say what he's thinking.
I think he probably needs some time, to get known with each other. About what else that he wanted to try.
He's your audience.
My goodness, I have to to imagine what he's thinking.
Yep.
I just, from his body, the way that he stands, I think he needs some time to... but because of his smile and his eyes, I think he's really want to be here and to give a part, in the seminar, but I think he needs some time in the beginning.
Okay. So, out of the invisible, there's a kind of potential that you see in him.
Yes.
Yeah, you see a potential there.
I don't know exactly why, but
Yeah,
I just feel it.
you feel it.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a kind of leadership. You see.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that you're coming into presence and you see him and you see a future for him. You feel it.
But I don't know if it's right. You know.
Correct.
You know.
No, I don't know if it's right either. Right. But,
Okay,
but what's the point? What I want to say to you though is you as a leader, you are calling forth that from him. You're calling forth for him to take a little bit more time. These things. Right. So you're the source.
So I'm the source, and I can make it come out
Yeah.
what is the potential.
Because we're all leaders. We're leading our reality moment by moment. It's a house of mirrors. So if you want to be a leader, you have to get, first of all, what's on the inside that's going outside. Because what's inside goes outside and then gets mirrored back to you.
Okay.
You follow me?
So it's a win-win procedure.
It can be. It can be a lose-lose procedure. That's why people aren't leaders.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, yes.
You see, because they're not bringing the potential in themselves to the other person. They're bringing some limitation,
Okay.
right, or cynicism, or whatever. Okay.
And so if you are a team, you can do miracles. If you cooperate and if you feel that your team can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So this is something that the teams can do miracles.
Well, you can do miracles if you bring the miracle out of you,
Okay.
right? Or you can do damage
Yes.
if you bring the damage out in you. Okay. So, to look a little bit more, anyone else? What other thoughts do you?
It's a little bit awkward, but I like I'll say about you. Yes. I can feel that there is a confidence, and probably she has been here and previous time because of the way that she sits and she acts, I think. I think she likes it that it's here. I think that she has done it again, and probably she felt good, so she wants to do it once again. That's what I can understand from her body.
So she's some kind of repeat customer.
Yes, but that wants to win and to give, and she did it once, and she thought that it's a good idea to do it again and to become more.
Okay. And so you also said that is this your first volunteering?
Volunteer first, yes.
First.
Yes.
Could you volunteer to do something right now?
Yes.
Could you volunteer to pour a glass of water?
Of course.
Oh, I would appreciate that.
Yes, of course.
Let's see.
Για όποιον θέλει νεράκι, χύψη.
Yes, because of my feet, it won't be so easy to do it a lot of times. About 20-25 times.
So take a moment, stay.
Yes.
So what's it like to be a volunteer?
What is to be a volunteer? I can say.
Say with the volunteer. Want to stay from the volunteer? Yeah.
I think that you have to be kind, that you can give.
Keep going. Tell me. We'll pass this back and forth as you talk. I'll take a sip because you're my volunteer couple.
Okay. I want to be kind. I want to help you. I want to feel more comfortable here and to ask about to be smile, to have a smile in my face. And actually to give something good for other people. That's for me. What I think it's.
For other people.
Do you want
for
more?
Me? Oh, thank you. I do.
That's what I'm thinking.
But do I deserve it?
You don't. I don't do it for you. I do it for me.
I know, but I'm receiving.
I think that everybody deserves it. There is a kindness, and everybody will feel good if we receive the kindness.
Okay.
If you want more, I'm here for you.
She's a natural. And how about, you said another thing, you said you're looking up to people.
Yes.
So I wish I had something to stand on. Without that, I'm afraid to stand on that chair. It might be rude. But, so, excuse me.
Yes,
take
of
that
course.
back. Yes. So feel free to look up to me. I'm a most amazing fellow.
The most amazing.
Not the most, but kind of amazing.
Yes.
What's it like to look up?
Something inspiring, something that you can give, a path and make me follow you and do it for me and for the team and for you, something like this.
Would you like to have a follow? Let's take a walk.
I will also have practice for my feet here.
Sorry about the feet.
Okay.
A little slower.
It probably I can do it. No.
Under this great leadership.
I don't feel so. I don't feel any difference.
What do you mean?
I just came after you and I didn't feel something. Sorry.
So not so exciting.
For me, the water, please. Because I'm volunteer.
Oh yes. So not so interesting to be a follower.
No, it's not actually. Yes.
That's good for yourself.
Would it be a good idea to make other people follow you?
Would it be a good idea for who?
Probably for something that you want to feel that you are that you're helping them, that you're trying to make them better in all their life options.
Well, how about I follow you?
Nothing. Probably I have to speak. It has to do with the mind. It has to do with the
Has to do with the experience, you see.
experience. I didn't feel something following you, just following.
But I could follow you.
Yes, okay. Do you want me to walk?
I'll follow you. You're the leader. You're the CEO.
Let's do it something more, with our body to motivation, to be more happy. I don't know. Something more, to have the movement.
So you like that better? Maybe you're a leader in disguise. Maybe you're not so interested in I'm serious though. Maybe you could own more your own leader, because it sounds like you have more energy for that. There are lots of people that like to be followers.
And they want to be followed.
They love it.
Yes.
They're looking for somebody to follow.
I hadn't thought
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I thought everybody would like to motivate.
So look around. Is there anything what's interesting for you so far about what we've done?
What's so interesting?
Is there anything interesting about what we've done so far for you?
Yes, of course, only that I'm here and everybody's looking at me. It's something that I have never felt or experienced. So it's, and I don't know nobody here. So for me, it's something good.
Something good.
Because, okay, I did it.
You're doing it.
In the beginning, I was a little bit hot inside me, but now I feel good.
Yeah, well, heat is energy, Heat is energy. If you're getting hot, that's a sign of being energized.
Okay, that's good. Good news for me. And thank you for that. What at least.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before we stop?
No, very nice. Thank you.
Any questions about that? Is that interesting for you all? What are your thoughts? You, sir, what are your thoughts?
My name is
No, what, yeah, then you.
Easy to convince someone to follow.
What's that?
It was very easy to convince the lady to follow. I remember Tom Hanks in this play that he was running, and a lot of people go behind him and say, he went to different states, and sometime he said, "Oh, I will stop because I'm tired." I said, "Oh, teacher, what about us? How will go further?" And I'm thinking why a lot of people follow some leaders or some politicians.
When you think that, what do you feel?
Most of people, a lot of people want to belong someone, to follow someone they feel more safe.
And when you say that to yourself, how do you feel? Do you feel more safe or less safe?
Less safe.
Less safe.
Yes, because maybe it will become a disaster for the people. I remember Hitler or someone.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a lot of disaster for the people that follow.
We have a lot of people in America feeling that way, man.
Do you think you will stop it, say I'm tired?
It would be nice if he had a heart attack or something. Wouldn't bother me. So, fear can be evoked from leadership. Right? What if the leaders are bad? What if you're not a good leader? What if you take advantage of your power? going on for you?
Me?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I see you kind of.
Yeah, I was working because all of this walking and following, I don't want to be selfish, but I feel like I got nothing from it. But a little bored.
A little bit bored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
When you're
didn't-
feeling bored, what are you feeling?
Like something has no meaning, or like it's not useful for me. So that is what bores me sometimes.
Come on. So
Just waiting to Zoom people.
yeah, like, hey, Zoom people. Okay, so I'm gonna walk and you can follow me a little bit. Just here we go. I'll be more.
Should I act like a bodyguard?
You see, what comes out of the invisible, a bodyguard came out. And I at times would have loved to have a bodyguard, especially one with the big muscles. And he's got the glasses and everything. You see, the potential for the future is just right under the surface. If you just give it the opportunity, a bodyguard appears. Right? But I'm not kidding. I mean, it's not a joke. I mean, everything that you see here appeared on a drawing board. It's all appearing out of nothing. And if you don't catch it, if you don't get, here's the bodyguard. If I don't see the bodyguard, I mean, it's almost obvious, isn't it? Look at this guy. It's almost obvious he's a bodyguard. I could have seen that before he ever said it, if I would have paid attention to his demeanor, because that bodyguard is already there in the invisible waiting.
It was a joke.
A lot of truth is said in jest. And check your stance up. How do you feel when you stand like that?
I feel like I'm in my center, like I'm grounded, stable, sure, confident.
Confident?
Yeah. A little bit nervous about the people watching, but I don't feel bad about it.
What's your nervousness?
I don't know, maybe people judge me
How are they going to judge you?
silently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want people talking to me about that, but I
So, let's be on guard. They might be judging silently.
yeah. What? Are we trying to find someone who judges now?
Oh, are we?
I don't know.
You see, what's the bodyguard protecting against? Maybe silent judgment.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, so what would they? How would they judge you? What would they say?
I don't know. I don't know, because people think, and their thoughts sometimes about other people might be bad, so I'm making assumptions and guesses in my head sometimes.
Yeah. But what are they? What are your guesses?
Oh,
What's the worst thing they can be thinking about you?
nothing comes up right now. I don't know.
Oh, come on. I don't know, right? I don't know. Take a risk.
Maybe,
Take it up.
maybe they judge my nervousness, I don't know.
They see your nervousness?
Maybe, I don't know. Do you see nervousness?
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Yeah, two people see it.
Yeah, two people see it. So, I suggest you show us your nervousness more if you want to be a leader.
More?
Yeah.
How can I be more nervous?
You see, one of the problems with leadership is everybody thinks they have to be cool and together. So they end up just being phony. There's no power in phoniness. Right? And we see that all the time in leadership. You know, they're like suits. They say the right things, they look right, they say the right things, but there's no power there. There's no power because they're hiding. you hide, you lose your power, you see.
Yeah.
So, how can you be really nervous?
Really nervous?
Yeah, how can you be really nervous up here?
I don't know. I have to do something that makes me nervous. Yes.
Well, you're standing here, that's working so far.
Yeah, but now I'm used to it, so I don't know. I need to do something more.
Okay, good. What would you like to do? Do something more.
No, I won't share it.
Huh?
I'm not gonna share it, but you make me do it, so.
Yeah, I might ask you to do it, that's true, you're right. But only because I want to see you get out of, exactly, and out of the safety zone and out of the guardedness and the body, guarding your body. I'd like to see you get out of that and unleash a little bit more of your power. Because you're a big guy, you've got some muscles and stuff, you know. You're a strong guy.
Yeah, I try to build myself, but that's all. I'm just trying to be better, you know.
Better than what?
Than my past self, like from yesterday. Just a step forward.
Yeah, take a step forward. How would you do it?
Right now?
If you're the leader in this group, if you're going to take a step forward, show us how you do it. How do you take a step forward?
You mean a literal step forward like that?
Yes! I love it. That was really smart. That was really intelligent. Genius, actually. That was genius. Because that is how you do it.
Okay.
You do it like that. That's how you step forward.
Yeah.
And then like this.
Yeah, I find that funny, but I wouldn't do that. Like, I don't feel comfortable doing like closing the distance so much. Maybe the other person feels threatened, or you know, a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, you know, you're uncomfortable. So the world that you see is the world that you already see. It's house of mirrors.
Okay. So I am uncomfortable and not what I see.
Yeah. Your ability to function in the world is a direct reflection of your internal invisible structure that you can't see and you can barely feel.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to stay trapped in your own level of power, you know, just stay safe. Just stay comfortable. It's a sure way to keep yourself from growing.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. I do it out of respect though. It's not about what I feel inside. It's about, you know, I respect the other person's space, personal space, so I don't want to intrude and be in your face like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking that I'm uncomfortable doing that.
Yeah, okay. But remember that whatever is going on in the, so are you a volunteer?
Yeah.
You're the respectful volunteer. He's a respectful volunteer. He's not going to get in the person's face or anything. No. But you could do something that's a little bit, okay, not disrespectful, but not so held back.
Yes.
What would that look like? You don't have to be like me, you know, do your own thing.
What would I do?
What would you do that would be out of your comfort zone, but not disrespectful?
I would talk to everybody, like one person at a time, and ask them their name, get to know them.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm going to be a leader, I have to know my team or my.
Yeah.
You know.
Do it. Know your team.
Yeah, I knew you would do that. I will start by this line and go like that. Okay. Nikki, I know Nikki. We cooperated before, so I want you to speak about yourself a little bit. I want to make people, you know, to make people share.
You want to make people share?
Yeah. Not make. Not make in a bad way, but I want people to get to know each other. And also me, get to know them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to do that.
Alright.
So, what do you want to learn?
About you?
About me, I'm Nikki. It's my second time as a volunteer here in the Game of Money Festival. What?
She was right.
Yes. I have done the recruitment for the first volunteers. It was a very nice experience, and I'm very happy to be here.
Glad to have you here. Thank you. What about you?
Hi, I'm Dimitra. I'm a student at university and study finance. I have volunteered before, but it's my first time here. And I love it, you know.
What?
In many occasions, in school, in other organizations, like that.
I'm George. I study accounting.
My name is George also, by the way.
I study accounting and finance at the University of Economics and Business. It's my first time here as well.
Oh, my friend. Hello. Hi.
I'm Vasilis. I'm 33 years old. I'm very happy to be here. I'm also volunteer at Apofasizo community. I like being in rooms like that with people who have potential and something inside them want to give. I see all the faces happy, or almost all of them. Not for now. I want you to tell us something about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is George. I was a volunteer in the previous festival.
George, center of the stage, please.
Hi, from the center. I was a festival volunteer in the first Kimohman festival. Πού έκανες το χεδάρι? Yes. It was my first experience as a volunteer. I felt really good about it. I met a lot of people. I did things, how do you say, unconditionally. I didn't expect something back, but I got a lot of things back in return, and that made me really happy and appreciate it. I'm 27, 28 actually, years old. I have studied in tourism. My studies are there, but I'm also looking into different areas to take in my life, like sorry about my truck. Other things like other professions, other styles, like I change clothes a lot. Yeah, that's all about me, I think, for now. Okay. Do you have any questions about it? No?
Could you do this?
What? Fly?
Fly? Yeah, that's it. A little bit, yeah. The wave. Yeah, there you go. There you raised it. There you go.
Okay,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Do that. What's that like for you?
Weird.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked you to do it. But stay with it. Stay with it a little longer.
Yeah.
Notice. What's it like? What do your shoulders feel like? What does your neck, your back?
I just feel this stiffness go away, like, I'm too well postured, and now I feel more flexible.
Yeah, okay. Stay with it. Go. You're doing good. Go. More flexible.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Follow your flexibility.
To do what?
That's what you're going to discover.
I just think of anything. I just feel weird doing it.
That's right. Stay with the weirdness. You see, it's in the weirdness, it's in the uncomfortability, it's in the mystery, is where the learning is. If you always stay with what's familiar, what's safe, what's comfortable, what you know how to do, you're not going to grow. And with our fellow here, he's got so much development here, right? And so much stiffness. You can see it, right? But if he was to move this, if he plays, if he experiments, if he allows himself to fly, he might actually fly in more ways than, flapping like a bird.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Right. So, imagine that feels good to you to some extent. I mean, it's a weird kind of good.
Yeah.
I fantasize.
It is. It's kind of like a stretch to me.
Yeah.
Stretching or being more mobile.
Can you raise your hands out to the sky like that? There you go. What's that like?
I don't know, I feel bigger.
Bigger, yeah. You're already big, really big.
Like I'm taking space like that.
Yeah, take the space. Like in that we stop right there. Think of what's that like for you?
Like I'm guarding someone in basketball.
Okay, come on. No, give me some more. A little bit more. Basketball, what else?
I can give a deep meaning out of it, I don't know. I feel like I'm more open. More, I can receive more.
Yeah.
Like a bullet. I'm a bigger target.
The bodyguard. He's the guy you want as a bodyguard. I mean, he's ready to take one for you. Yeah. Okay. So imagine, though, if in your unconscious, the bodyguard metaphor is there organizing something. Is it organizing to take a bullet? I hope not. I don't think it's a good idea for this job. Are you thinking about really doing it? No. Don't do that. You see the metaphors that spontaneously arise are organizing our experience. It's not a coincidence. The bodyguard thing is not a coincidence, nor is the bullet thing. This is about how he's put together in the unseen. And it's really fun to find out.
You're right.
Yeah, tell me how am I right?
Now
I always like to hear that.
I'm thinking about myself now, and I can see that in me.
Tell me how
I
you
think
see
this
it.
is how I was raised, because I'm the first son, so I felt like it's my responsibility to take care of everyone and stuff.
Okay.
So I think that's imprinted in me, and that's why I act like that, like protective or.
Wow, now we're getting, it's kind of deep. We're getting into some kind of deep stuff here. Yeah, that's cool. I find like it might be
I don't feel bad about it.
No.
I like doing that for people.
Yeah, and you don't want to be sort of like unconscious programmed to do it, out of your awareness. You want the choice to do it, and to do it with pleasure and with love and with care to protect others. Right? Yeah. So it's a way that you give back to the world, to the people you love.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to do before we stop?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for.
Thank you.
So I'm interested, whatever.
I didn't get to know you
now. Huh?
I didn't get to know everyone though.
This is the beauty, but you have lots of opportunities during your time here to do that. What has stirred you? Is there anybody feeling anything that's particularly interesting for them as they watch this stuff?
First, he was very stiff, he was very anxious, and he made me also feel anxious and stiff. And then when he opens up, I said, okay, I can listen to him better now than before. When he was more open, relaxed, and he said a personal story of his, especially at the end.
So you felt closer to him?
Yes, I felt.
Yeah. There's a natural, the more vulnerable we are, the more resonance we have with each other. So the more risk I take in my own self, my own authenticity and my own exposure, the more you feel me and I feel you, and we feel safe together. The more guarded I am, the more pretentious I am, the more rigid I am, the more unsafe we feel, because you don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm not showing you the real me. So it's like, how can you be safe if you don't see? Right? Yeah. You're not in town.
I'm here, right?
What are you writing?
As you were saying about the subconscious and unconscious, yes, metaphors.
Yeah. It's all interconnected. And so much of the time, we're living lives of quiet desperation, sort of inside of our own heads, talking to ourselves about the world and about the people around us, but not really getting out there, not really having interaction. I see you nodding. Tell me, what was that? What are you doing?
Because I have many voices in my head all the time. That's why I used to draw when I'm somewhere where I want to listen. Because if I don't draw, I can't listen to you and just listen to my mind.
Say it one more time.
It's a way to concentrate.
Huh?
It's a way to concentrate drawing.
Yes.
Oh, unbelievable.
Ah. So if you're drawing, you hear better?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and then somehow it goes in more, maybe.
What?
Do you hear better? Does what you hear go inside more that way?
Yes.
Yeah. It's because the defensive part of you, it's like you're distracting the defensive part with the drawing, and then you get to, it slips in the back, you get to actually hear it. Fascinating. That's a great insight, by the way. That's a great insight. So everyone here has unfulfilled heart's desire. Unfulfilled heart's desire. You know, yeah. What's happening for you, sir?
Hey, what are yours?
What's happening? How are you feeling?
Now, better than before.
Okay, what does that mean better than before?
I mean, it's my first time here. I didn't know what to expect. And it's getting better now. I'm feeling more comfortable.
What happened? Was that something that happened that made you more comfortable?
I mean, with what you did, it's like you broke the ice. Yeah.
Okay, what did I do that broke the ice?
You brought people up, and you made them do stuff that anyone that would do this would make them uncomfortable. And by doing that, you broke the ice. And I feel more comfortable seeing them do this.
Because when you see them, you feel some relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's relieving to see other people be vulnerable and take a risk.
And succeed in that.
And succeed and not be destroyed, you know, fired or run out of the room or something. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering, how does this relate to your volunteer work, to the work that you're going to be doing for the festival? If we could connect those a little bit more, that would be interesting for me. I don't know what positions you're in exactly in your volunteer work, or if there's some specific challenges you have in your particular position you'd like to talk about.
Can you describe what you are doing in the festival, please?
All right, I'm going to say a few things, but I think there are most of you here who were in the previous festival. So,
Explain to Morgan what we are doing there.
But I want to know specifically from people.
yeah, that's why I'm going to do a general briefing. So, we had lots of spaces. We had two main stages, parallel stages, with workshops and speakers panels. We had a registration area, we had a huge expo site with sponsors, and there are a lot of people helping us there. Tickets, entrance, registration, help behind the scenes with the production team, with the floor manager, speakers managers, from the parking area to the VIPs, to everything.
The whole thing, I got that everything part.
Yeah. I think there's...
They do not know yet what we will do.
Yes.
They don't know yet.
No, they don't know yet because we are in a different space, a bigger space. So there will be lots of other places as well for them. Stavroula, Niki, Panayoti, do you want to share with Yorgo some things about your positions, the positions you were in? Some insights? Last year, yeah. Stavroula?
Yes, I can share. I was with Nikki in the recruitment of the volunteers. So regarding leadership and regarding the experience, it was I think it was really important from me that when I would do the contacts with people that didn't know me, setting the frame and being me at first in a very open position, help the others also to open up and have a conversation and understand if they would be a good fit, make them be more calm and feel comfortable sharing and speaking with someone on the phone that they don't know. So it was a really interesting experience for me to do that, and it was even more interesting when we were all in the festival, in the field, and even though we didn't have the time all together to get to know each other, I'm sure we didn't know all the names of all the other peoples, and we were able to cooperate, and it was really interesting seeing that if the how to say prophecy? Intention was really good, and we were all had really we wanted this to go well. So even we experienced things that we didn't know how to.
So slow down a little bit. What are you feeling?
Now.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, what's that feeling?
That I'm feeling
Yeah,
now.
right there, yeah, that one. Feel it here, what's happening here?
Yeah.
No, the other side. There, yeah, there.
There.
Yeah.
What's feeling there?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I don't think that is from the festival.
Tell me what it is.
An uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah. Some sadness.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your sadness?
Why I'm sad about?
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe confused about my life.
Yeah. How are you confused? About what part of your life? Right there.
About what part?
Yeah.
Yes. I was sure we want to discuss that.
Well, I don't want to overexpose you, but I see
Yes,
it. I see that there's something important happening for you.
Yes.
And I'm interested. So take, if we have this time together, so.
Yes, we have this time, yes. Okay. Why I'm sad about? About some of my life choices.
Yeah, what about it? What did you made some choices in my life? What's sad? What's sad?
Maybe that I have to do a new choice that doesn't contain the previous choice. Yes.
Yeah.
And all this mirror thing that we say today, and
Yeah.
it's bringing things to the table for me to think about.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, 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 that's it Yeah. So this, what you're feeling, I'm not going to overexpose you, but no, it's okay.
I don't have a problem. I'm exposing myself.
But you see that, what's really cool about what you're saying and doing is that you're bringing, through your volunteer work that you're describing, what's really important for you is in operation, is happening in the background.
Yes.
Right. So in that way, your volunteer work becomes your own personal development, your own personal growth at a very deep level. So I'm very happy for you. That's the case. And I hope that you can, don't ignore that. Let that vulnerability up. Don't be afraid of it. All right? Don't be afraid of it, because that's where the juice is. That's where the real growth for you is.
Yes. So just to express it, do you have other insights of leave that vulnerability out? To how to put that vulnerability out?
Yeah. First of all, I can see in your eyes, I can see your vulnerability. There's something tender for you, there's something important for you. Don't ignore it.
Okay.
Don't ignore it. Don't
Okay.
ignore it.
Okay, I will write.
Yes.
Okay, I will not ignore it.
But can you come here for 1 second? See, if you look in her face, you can see her tenderness. If you really look, a little bit pulled back since she's so exposed up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe I changed my posture.
Your posture a little bit. But what I want to say about this is that, the challenge of leadership, the challenge of the work, if you're really going to be a professional with integrity, and you're really going to be authentic in your growth, is you have to be able to soften. You have to be able to look deep into yourself and really see what's important, like she's doing. Yeah. So how can, when I was working in companies, one of my big focuses was how do we make coming to work personal growth? What if going to work was actually the place where you did most of your personal growth work? Oh my gosh. That would be extraordinary. And that, unfortunately, the opposite occurs. We go to work and we put up the phony face. We go to work and we have to do all this stuff that is anti-growth. We've got to put on an act. So I hope that as you work here with the game of money, that you bring your authentic self, you bring your whole self here. You don't go into the act of being the volunteer, right, into the pretense of it, but you bring your entire being, your entire presence, your entire potential, right? So what you're doing, if you do that, you're really gonna get you're gonna get a lot more than money out of it. And since you're not getting paid anyway, it sounds like even better, you're gonna really grow and learn something that's important for you. Thoughts about what I'm saying? Does it sound okay? Not okay?
it's true that you didn't have an organization of what the way that is going to flow this.
No.
No, at all. And that came out so different things from different people, and that actually something that we hear, it has, it comes also to us. It's not the same. We're not the same with George or.
That's right.
Yes, but you can see something that expresses the other people that you can also see for yourself. It's unbelievable.
That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
It is amazing. Because everyone here is really a unique being. There's no one else like you. I know you've heard that probably before. There's no one else like you. But really, there's no one else like you. That is really the truth. Just think about that. No one else like you. When you're gone, that's probably, you're up on some other dimension. You won't be seeing me. Or maybe we'll see you again. But your uniqueness will remain. So what's important for you at our time? How much time we got here?
There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. There'll be a time when there won't be any more time, and then you'll be wishing you got this time back. So what's important for you? You got 40 minutes. What do you want to know about what's the most difficult thing about your volunteering for you?
Morgan, I think from our point of view,
Yeah.
because last year it was an unexpected, very high standard organization. Most of the people that came there, and many speakers that go worldwide, their feedback was that the team, the organization was pretty high.
Okay.
So now they're expecting this from us.
Who, the audience?
Yes, and the speakers and the audience, all the people around Greece.
Yeah.
And we succeeded this last year, the team succeeded this, and the win, Marina and all the team, because they were authentic, they were humble, and they were leaders with no title, most of them. In my position, do my best, and what most of the speakers described is like entering a positive energy bubble. Okay. So how can we keep this
And pass it to the next level.
and to the new volunteers, because most of them are new, and also keep up this high standard and
high standard.
It's that high, yes. That's how I feel.
It's high standard. Who's that was looking? There's lots of people to look up to here, because indeed of these high standards. Yes, how are you guys going to live up to those high standards? Well, yeah, it's a good question. How many people have volunteered before here?
In general or your family?
No, just in general. Have you ever? And how many people have never been a volunteer? Three. Well, what's interesting about life is that, it goes in opposites. So, if you want to have a high-performing team, you need to know what low-performing is. You need to know the part of yourself that's low-performing. So, take a moment to think of, to consider how could you be, what's the worst, how could you just be a really terrible volunteer?
Not so much.
Huh?
Not so much.
That's beyond terrible. That's called not being one. Yeah, right, that's a zero. That's a zero category. because we get into this idea that, we have to be high-performing, super-duper, blah, 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 blah. And if you're not careful, we end up creating the opposite by virtue of the pressure. Or we get pretentious. Oh, I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be the perfect volunteer. I'm gonna be everything our leader over here says I'm supposed to be. Okay. Yeah. So, how could you be what would be a really terrible volunteer? Yeah. Rude, there you go, rude. That's a good one.
Not
What
smiling.
else? What's that?
Not smiling.
Not smiling?
To be bored, not to feel that you want to be there.
Oh, arrogant, yeah, that's a stupid question again. How many people are gonna ask me that today? All right?
Not have a good appearance.
Not have a good appearance? Yeah, you kind of shabby.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need? Okay, yeah.
Late.
Late?
Be late.
Yeah, be late, wow. What else?
But actually, if you want to be a volunteer, you do it for yourself, and I think you'll do your best. Now, you can be a volunteer and not to do your best.
Yeah.
Yes. Why you go? Why do it?
You could be late, you could not show up at all, you could not dress very well, be all kind of shabby, communicate that you don't care about yourself, and so you don't care about them either.
Not keeping your position, go somewhere else.
Yeah, not keep your position, you figure what the hell.
Smoking all the time outside.
You should make a list out of these when you play the kid now.
Okay, that's...
That's a good point, yeah.
What not to do? What not to do?
Expect something.
What's that?
Expect something from the others.
Us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do something and I want to give me something back.
Yeah, what are you gonna give me back? I did this for you, and what are you doing for me? I'm helping you out, you didn't help me out, well, I'll help you. Right. Rude,
Be rude,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can be rude. Yeah, I know, what other stuff can you use?
Not following orders.
What's that?
Not following orders.
Speaking all the time and not listening.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Speaking all the time. So there's two sides to the leadership thing. One is the ability to have vision and to evoke the possibility and to see into the invisible. The other thing is to take in. It's like if you can't listen, if you can't take the energy in from your teammates and from your organization and from your environment, then you can't lead either. So there's lots of supposed leaders that, the energy is always going out, but they have no capacity to take in. So it's really important to develop your capacity to receive, to really listen. It's super important. Do you guys do any do you have any sort of preparatory training like that, like active listening? Something like that? What sort of stuff do you do?
Role playing.
Huh? Yeah, role playing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How do you do that? What kind of role playing?
Live demonstration.
Yeah?
The speaker, like,
We
not
did a
like
workshop
you.
last year where
An
actually someone, we were like here talking to each other, and I'm saying, you're in the registration desk, and I am a customer, and I say, hello, I want to purchase a ticket right here. Do you have in your list? So what's your name and all the stuff, and what we do if something goes wrong, if someone is not on the list, how do we react? How do we?
Where am I have VIP tickets for this thing.
You might have, but you're not in my list. And what we do, which is
What,
the
do you know who
person-
Moises is? Do you know who Moises is?
No, I don't.
I have VIP
exactly.
tickets here. I mean, where are my tickets?
Well,
I forgot to take the baby.
Okay, do that again.
I am celebrating baby.
Yeah, I know, but she took the.
I'm celebrating.
It's better. It's better.
For my.
Yeah.
For my, so you want to come and say?
Exactly. You don't know me.
You don't know
You
me.
don't know me? Do you have his number?
Do you know who
Do you know
I am?
where he
Yeah,
is?
the customer
Where is he?
service. So I
No, let me.
them.
Do you know how long it took me to get here?
No, I'm so sorry for that. No, I'm so sorry for that.
I mean,
But please take a step further and.
take a seat. Holy moly, what the hell is going on here?
I'll get Moises to the phone for you. There you go. Moises, if you have an emergency. But no, we didn't do that. We had team
Yeah.
leaders, and when you came and you said, I have a VIP ticket,
Yeah.
and my name is on the list, but we didn't have you on the list. We had the team leader and the person standing in the registration desk said, Mirto, come here, please. Morgan has a VIP ticket. Let me check in the
Now it's
system.
getting better,
Let
it's
me-
getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just check on the system. Maybe I will get Moises on the phone and say, oh, Moises, we have Morgan here. He doesn't have a VIP ticket. He says,
Yeah, that guy was.
yeah. The registration was a very big part,
Yeah.
but what if something comes up and the speaker is delayed, actually? What we do then?
Right, right. So could someone else come up and role play the unhappy customer? I'm gonna show someone. Does anyone feel like being a jerk and acting self-important? No? Nobody? Ah,
My regular, my job is in customer care.
Oh, good. I'm so happy for you.
She's the unhappy customer?
She's that happy customer.
Okay.
Because you're used to dealing with these people, right?
So be unhappy.
Yeah. So I want you be one of these folks that are not so pleasant. And you can harass her. You can harass her.
Go my event and
Yeah.
okay. The script is going to be to the event.
Yeah, you're coming to the event. We have the
Okay.
registration desk here, and I'm just signing your name.
Okay.
But
Like you don't find your ticket or something.
I don't know. Do you want me to be here or some of the previous volunteers?
Doesn't matter.
Me, Istabrula, do you want to? Because you were in this position.
Something.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll do that.
If you want more interview.
Oh, good morning. Hello. Hello, how are you?
Ξυνή.
Θες να κάνω ερώτηση, μη?
Okay.
Do you want
to
to switch around? Okay.
Let's go then.
Okay, I was my experience
Yes,
customer.
Okay.
She can be a bitch.
Okay. For only me once, I'm a very friendly person.
She's a better bitch, okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that's down. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, the heroes from the Zoom.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How
can I help you?
Well, I have my ticket. I don't know where am I? Where I'm going? I think I have a VIP ticket. I think.
If you know this.
Check my name. Irini. My name is Irini. Please be quick because Please be quick because there's a speaker in
check the
there.
list or speak with someone of the coordinators of
Well,
the department to see.
What you have to just understand, I just have I can give you the receipt if you want. There's a speaker right there and he's speaking and I don't want to
Okay,
miss.
calm down and find a solution.
Alright? Could you please be quick because
Okay.
there's a
Have
line.
your ticket together.
Well, I don't think I have the receipt. I don't think I got an email. I don't know. Isn't there a way to To find my name?
Try this.
It's
Try
a
this.
little bit narrow.
Yeah. Do this to them. I want you to do it to them and really have them have it.
To all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
The odds are not in favor, I think.
I think you can handle it.
Okay, like I'm talking to
Yeah, do it directly to them. Just go after them.
Pick one of them, just look at him.
Or all of them.
Oh. All right.
One and all.
It's okay.
Just let them have it. Let them have it.
From the start?
Yeah, like you did to her, but
Okay, do you want to sit down?
keep on.
Stay here,
Stay here.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Is there another way to find my ticket? I want to hear Morgan Goodlander speaking. Please. Please. Is there someone else? Is there someone I can talk to? I don't know. Don't you see there's a queue? There are a lot of people right here, and I don't think they will be very pleased with what you're doing. So.
Rob, you go good. Then no more.
So please, I have my name. I bought my ticket. I gave my money to you. Don't you people want to have here everyone? I leave, and I don't think you will get a very good word from me. So I don't know. Is there someone I can talk to? I don't know. You're just.
So what I want you to do though is to notice, what is stirred in you. What do you feel? What's your initial response to this unhappy customer here? Yeah, what's your initial response?
Kill her with kindness.
Kill her with kindness, okay.
Yeah, and I also felt like a little bit uncomfortable doing that. So I felt like I should take her aside and talk to her one-on-one. And maybe find a solution and not disturb the rest of the queue and stuff.
Okay, but what's your first negative response? Not what's the answer. What's your first, when you hear her complaining, what's your?
Her energy wasn't so good, so it made me feel anxious.
Okay, good.
I need to ignore her.
You want to ignore her?
I don't want to give the attention to the problem.
Right.
Ignore her.
So that's the first thing you want to get is what's your immediate response, and what's your immediate response that's not good. Like fuck her. Fuck her. I want to make sure she's not getting anything out of me. I mean, she's gonna go sit down there and she's gonna sit longer. She's gonna fucking no way. No fucking way. Because if you don't get that, if you don't get the energy with it, what you don't own will own you, right? Because you're gonna have to spend your energy now repressing more. I have to spend my time repressing Morgan the asshole, and not. I better get her a sign. Look in the book. Oh my gosh. So you don't want to be in a position where you have to repress. You want to know already. You want to know the asshole in you, so when you meet the asshole in her, you're not surprised. You want to know, like, oh yeah, I know what this is. I know this part of myself, right? So the key thing is to know the asshole in yourself, so that you really can see the asshole in her. Does that make sense? That's
how we discover our assholes.
Yeah.
Well, we have to give yourself a lot of permission to feel and to respond in the worst possible way. I'm going to get that bitch fired. We'll see. Why do I say that? Because there's energy there that you don't want to have to repress. If you repress it, you lose it. You have to smash it down. So as a leader and as a person, you're robbing yourself of vital energy. Right?
Yeah, but you're saying you hear fire, but if Amais was telling me the way I tell her, and she had the.
Of course, of course.
Could you explain to all of them what do you mean give them fire but not being grown?
Yeah, I don't mean do that to them. I mean feel it yourself. I don't mean act it out. I just mean get that initial response that, okay, this is the energy that's evoked. This is the energy that's coming at me. I'm not going to respond in like, right? But I'm going to feel, I'm going to get that, okay, that's what part of me would like to do, and of course I'm not going to do it, right? Does that make sense? That's what I'm saying. Because it's counterintuitive. You think if you feel it, you might do it, right? If I let myself feel angry, I might punch somebody in the face or something like that. But actually, it's the opposite. If you feel it, you're less likely to do it. It's the repression that causes people to lose impulse control. It builds up, and then they explode. Yeah.
So if I understand good, you say that we have to walk on the customer's shoes.
Yeah.
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 To feel their feelings and to be more conscious.
And to feel our feelings.
Yeah.
Right? So we're, it's a moment where we're both in asshole land for a moment. Right? And we're going to get our, and my job is to get us a little bit out of asshole land if I can. But that's by seeing the desperation and the exhaustion and the disappointment and the things aren't going her way and she's not getting what she wants and she's, and she maybe wants to hurt me even, right? That she's desperate and she's going to hurt me if she can.
So what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I say, what's the best way to come out through this situation?
Well, the best way is to get that she's really unhappy, she's being nasty. That's the way it is. And now what can I do to get her into a place that's more relaxed, more centered, get the job done, do what I need to do in my role.
Did we have any of these customers last year?
There were some people that they
All right, and what did you do? How was the situation and what did you do?
very kind, and somehow in my thought I had that I want them to feel special. I will take care of you. Come here with me, I will take care of everything. Maybe we have made a mistake, wait for a minute, you can check your email, you can show me like your ticket, and as you find it, I will find the way. That was my...
Morgan, how does that sound?
Well, I think we have to be careful because what happens is, if I do unto others as I would have others do unto me, if being special is something that I would like, and then I assume that that's what she would like, that could work, but it might piss her off more. Right? She might even get more angry than that. So what I really want to tune into is, where is her desperation? What kind of desperation is it? Is it the desperation of, I don't recognize her name, I don't know who she is? Is it the desperation that she's exhausted because she just got off an airplane and she got in a taxi and she got here to come to this thing? Is it that she feels everybody's a fuck up and nobody's doing their job but her, and now she's got to put up with me? Whatever it is, there's a certain flavor to her discontent. And to listen and to listen for the flavor of it, that's important. It's like, what has really got this person? What's really behind this person's agitation? Go ahead.
The main problem.
The main problem is, as you would describe. But there's an emotion behind the main problem. And often, the main problem is just an excuse to have the emotion. Does that make sense? So that's where, the job becomes your own personal growth, because what I discover in her desperation, I discover parts of myself. I discover, potentially my own desperation and the many flavors of that inside me. So she's my teacher at this point. She's teaching me how, under stress, I can come apart, right? Because if you put anybody in enough stress, they're gonna come apart in whatever ways. So again, it's like the idea of the job and personal growth being the same thing. So now when I come to it, it's like, what am I gonna learn about myself as I try to satisfy her needs? The main thing is what I'm learning here, how I'm growing. The secondary effect can be that I'm doing the job. So probably better to do the job first.
All right, so what would you say would be the first thing someone in this position should do? Because when there's a line, you can't just say, oh my God, let's see what I have here, and look in the mirror. You have to do something. Right out. So what's the first thing maybe someone should do?
Yeah, well, what would the first thing you would do as a customer care?
Calm down, customer. Calm down, because he's upset.
Come here, this
Sorry. He's upset. Calm down to listen.
You're gonna patronize her?
Να την πατρονάρεις.
No.
Tell her to calm down?
How
do you do it? How do you do it?
Calm down. Okay.
It's like when someone is anxious, you say, don't be anxious.
So how do you do it?
The main problem is the ticket to be to the event on time, right? So I find a way to be there with the ticket and to speak with someone.
Okay, I say that maybe the first thing you do in this situation, because there's not only you in the registration desk, there are other people as well, 2 or 3 people, and you have your team leader as well. Maybe some of the other people are available at this time, and you say, please, my colleague will be there for you, and just so the line doesn't get caught up and we are stuck, and for 10 minutes you're just talking to one person. So it's a teamwork, I think, and that's why we tried in the previous festival to have multiple person, so that they can be team work, and if someone has a problem, you will have your team.
So that's a different, the issue of the role play part of it, like how do you actually solve it, is a little bit, what I would like to put our attention on now while I'm here, is the going into whatever is intolerable about this, emotionally intolerable, because how you answer the functional difficulty is sitting on top of an emotional substrate, right? So I think that the first piece there is I want to get my own reaction, and then I want to get into what are the uncomfortable feelings when I think, this bitch isn't going to make me miserable. What's the uncomfortable feeling? What am I escaping from in myself when I say that? Right. So part of it could be that I'm responsible. I don't want to feel responsible. It's not all my fault. In other words, because that's where the personal growth is. That's where you become really solid. In other words, if you start to attack me, and I start to get defensive, we're in trouble. I don't want to be in a defensive position with you. You follow me? I don't want to have to get into that with you, because once we get into that, we're in trouble. But in order not to get defensive, I have to go, maybe it's all my fault. Maybe with this whole thing is so messed up. I mean, these poor people, right? I want to be able to accept that failure and not have to defend against it, and to be able to look and go, how can we solve this here? How can we do this here? Can we, instead of going defensively like, okay, I'm gonna take care of you. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense for you volunteers? So one of the ways to think about, one of the ways is like, what's the intolerable feeling for you? If you mess the job up, and you probably will have some moments when you mess it up, you need to be able to tolerate that. You need to be okay that you're not perfect. You need to be okay that the system isn't perfect. You need to be okay that, right? It's okay that, things happen. If you can allow yourself to feel that, then you can respond and solve the problem. But if I'm defending it, it's not my fault. I don't know what somebody else has, you screwed this up. Now I'm not responding. Now I'm not able to respond in the moment. I don't know if that.
Yeah.
I'm curious for you all. Are you all comfortable with failure?
Yes.
Really?
Confident or uncomfortable?
Comfortable with failure. Are you mess up the fuck up? You're not comfortable with failure. Okay. So what happens when you feel failure? What do you do? Shame? You feel shame? You get angry?
Shame, I feel very sad, desperate.
That's sad.
I need sometimes to try again something like this or to take up an initiative.
Okay, so shame, these are good things to have a list of too. So what'd you say instead of good ones? Shame and desperation. Yeah, and what else?
I need time to take up or to start a new initiative because I think that it will have the same result.
Need some time.
Fear of trying.
What?
No, I just said fear of trying again.
Fear of trying again. Yeah, some time to recover. Because we'd be like, oh my God. What else? Failure. You are a failure. Did you know that? Did you know that everyone here is a failure? Have you figured that out yet? You're a failure.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Yeah, right. We're all failures.
What do you mean by that?
What's that? I love it. What do you mean? What do I mean by that?
I mean, how you're thinking of this.
That we're all failures?
Yes.
Well, because none of us are able to really cope with our lives.
What?
None of us are really able to cope with our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We do our best to get along, but there's so much to do, there's so much to pay attention to, there's so many things that, we have to do. The chances of doing them.
But we are, or we do failures.
We are failures.
What is the difference to do a failure and to be a failure?
I don't know, what is it?
For you,
The failure
for me,
is.
it's in the mindset. That's.
What's that?
It's in the mindset, but.
Well, you see, to be a failure is to be inadequate. We're all inadequate. We're all inadequate. How do you feel when I say that?
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, you can relate that. Yeah. It's a natural state of being is inadequacy. If you look up at the stars, if you figure you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. We don't even know where we are. You ever see that little sign where it shows that stars and it says you are here? I mean, where the hell is that? Do you understand? We don't know where we are. That's not a joke. We don't know where we are. We don't know where we came from, and we don't know where we're going. I mean, if that ain't inadequate, That's the natural state of a human being. We don't know any of the big questions. We don't have any of the answers to the big questions, folks. We're like, we're out here somewhere. And this name that we have that they gave us, you know, and the name the Earth, what is that? The Earth. The Milky Way galaxy. I mean, that is just made fucking up. Somebody just made up the Milky Way galaxy. I mean, that's what I mean by inadequate.
How do you feel like, because when you realize that you're so small nowadays, okay, you live in the present.
Yeah.
But how you think of feeling this, like I am small, I'm living in the present, and at the same time have huge goals?
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Isn't it fascinating?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. We feel, somehow we have this sense of immortality, and it's really fucking clear we're gonna die. Sure, you know, death and taxes, man, those are the two things that are for sure gonna happen. Right? And yet, how does that work? And how does it work?
It's exciting.
Huh?
I think it's exciting.
It is very exciting, isn't it? Once you get that the mystery actually is the answer, right? Once you get the uncomfortableness, you know, is the direction you want to go in. Once you get that the mystery is where the answer is, once you get that all learning comes out of the unknown, and all the future comes out of the invisible, life starts to get interesting, and your obsession with predicting and being right and understanding and knowing starts to fade. You start to realize you don't have much control over anything, really. And understanding is like a booby prize. There's no understanding you in the sense that you would like to imagine there is. So this opportunity with Game of Money Club, is that what you call yours? The Game of Money Club?
This club is a community we have around. Game of Money is
different. Okay. Anyway, so, you know, you have an opportunity here to explore the mystery, to discover yourself, to, you know, have permission to enter into your, into the mysterious interaction of being a volunteer here and learn about yourself. At least that's my invitation. I don't know if that's his invitation. I don't know if they're agreeing with that, but I'm trying to decide that.
No, I think they do because that's why they're here.
Yeah.
One of their goals is to learn as well.
Yeah. So we're kind of mixing some big questions, some emotional pieces, some practical things. How do you do the job? We'll look at our time. Wow, 4 minutes left. Anything else to finish up? I'm just curious, you know, how was this for you? Was it interesting?
I have something to add and I have a question also.
Okay.
So if I understand everything correctly, we have to get familiar with the feelings and with our own failures and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can deal with it more effectively when we face it, another person maybe. Yeah. Okay, so my question is, how do leaders balance empathy and authority?
How do leaders balance empathy and authority? Could you give an example? Could you give an example of how those might not be balanced? What exactly do you mean?
Like, for example, in the role playing we did, I am in a place of authority because I can let you in or I can keep you out. But I also have to understand how you feel and deal with you. And I don't want you to feel bad, but I also do my job here. So how do we balance this?
So it sounds to me like you were feeling guilty about refusing something?
I don't know. I don't want the other person to feel bad. but if it's also my job to do something right and he disagrees, then how do we deal with that?
So how would you feel bad? Give me a little bit more specific. The context, yeah.
How would I feel bad? I would feel bad if there was a person that we have no information about. Everything was supposed to be clear that he wasn't invited or he wasn't a part, he didn't buy a ticket or something. And I don't want to make him feel bad and make him feel that he didn't, like he's lying or something, and ended up being right. If that makes sense.
So,
like I'm be 100% sure that he has no ticket, he is not a VIP member, he's not a speaker, he's nothing, he's just trying to get in for free.
Okay.
And I say no, and then something happens, say, he's my friend, so we didn't inform him about it, sorry. You can let him in, but already the bad things happen, you know?
Yeah.
I make him feel bad.
Yeah. So you have to be willing to make him feel bad. Yeah. I mean, what's the point, closer to the point is, it's the part of you that you're projecting onto him. So it's the part of you that, that would not be seen and not be recognized. It's like, I'm not going to recognize you, and I don't believe your shit. I don't believe what you're telling me, and I don't believe you're sincere. I don't believe you're a sincere person. I think you're a liar. I have no evidence to let you in, and I'm not going to let you in. So I don't even think you're part of the game of money. I think it's the. No. You sure? No, I don't think he's part of the deal. Is he for real, this guy? How did he get in here? How did he get in here? Yeah, exactly.
I got people on the side.
I think you're a phony.
Yeah.
Did you fake your way in here?
Kinda.
I think you might have. But seriously, did you fake your way in?
No.
How do you know?
Because I was invited, I was not, I didn't try to make myself come in, like force myself or...
You're an actor, you're a good actor.
Yes, I don't know.
I think so. But you know, he's just acting, this guy. He just hustled his way in. I think, huh? Oh yeah, you gotta watch it for these people. This is why, this is one of the things that I'm often hired for. I can see these people. And I can see right through their bullshit. And let me tell you, he's gonna let you down, this guy. He will let you down, he will cause you trouble, he will get this organization in trouble. Get rid of him now.
I'm gonna leave by myself.
She will leave like this.
So I'm just trying to invoke the part of you that would feel unjustly, because that's why you're not handling the other person, is because that's the part of you who, if you were that person, you wouldn't be able to. So you wouldn't want to feel those feelings, right? And sometimes mistakes happen. Right?
So the best thing is to be, sure about what you're saying to the other person, and if you made a mistake, just apologize later.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think that you recognize that, this is why we're all failures, right? Because we don't always get it right. Sometimes we don't get it right. Often things don't go right. And that's part of life. And we can stand on both sides of it, right? We can tolerate both sides of that experience. And that's where the balance comes in. That's where the leadership comes in. If it's just one side, then you have the phony leader. There has to be the flip side. Yep. Any last comments? I'm just curious.
Any last questions?
Yeah, feedback. Did you like it? Did you enjoy what we did? Did you think it was gibberish?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
You have all these measurements like MBTI, DISC, Enneagram, and they all describe you, what you are as a leader, what you need besides you and everything. But from your experience, what's the one difference that makes some people big leaders and some others not such big leaders?
I believe it's their ability to really see the people around them, and they can see the people around them because they are aware of themselves. That's what I've seen. Those people are able to get the teams going, they're able to get the organization going because they have some sense inside themselves when they look out. Now, there's lots of successful people that are not good leaders at all. So the thing that's surprising is that good leadership has nothing to do with making money in a lot of the circumstances. So the money-making part of it has to do with a lot of different factors. Leadership is only one of them. So you see a lot of leaders that, they're just, what can we say, not very developed people. But the reason that they look successful is because they're getting propped up by other things. It's not their leadership that's making them successful. Anyway, I don't know if that helps. So the best thing I can say is accept yourself, appreciate yourself, accept other people, appreciate other people. Allow yourself the full gambit of your feelings. Don't be afraid of yourself and don't be afraid of others. And have compassion for yourself and have compassion for others. In the fullness of your, imperfection.
Let's give him a big round of applause. We're talking Greek just to warm up today. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ που είσαστε εδώ. Πραγματικά εξαιρετικός ο Morgan και μια διαφορετική, ας το πω, οπτική για κάποιους από εμάς στο πώς αλληλεπιδρούμε και την ηγεσία και πώς τον περίεργο απέναντι, τέλος πάντων περίεργο. Στη φάση του είναι. Εγώ συνήθως είμαι αυτός ο περίεργος. Όταν πάω σε πράγματα και είτε βιάζομαι, είτε έχω πληρώσει το, δεν είμαι ο πιο ευχάριστος για το κάστρο κέρδο των επιχειρήσεων ή στο live. Και πραγματικά με περιπτώσεις, με τον τρόπο που ο Morgan με έχουν διαχειριστεί κατάλληλα για να καταλάβω τι συμβαίνει και να λειτουργήσουν. Και πραγματικά η πρόθεση είναι καλή, αυτό θέλω να κρατήσετε. Η πρόθεση από πίσω και αυτό που πέρσι νομίζω λειτουργήσε σωστά είναι η πρόθεση όλων να γίνει κάτι κορυφαίο, να δώσουμε αξία στους ανθρώπους και σε όλο αυτό που συμβαίνει. Ήταν και ωραίο τεστ. Ο στόχος μας είναι να το κάνουμε πανευρωπαϊκό από το χρόνο του 26. Ωραίο τεστ με τον Morgan σήμερα. Το αγγλικό κομμάτι. Θα κάνουμε αρκετά συχνά και τέτοιου τύπου εκπαιδεύσεις. Θα φροντίσουμε. Θα πει η Ειρήνη τα διαδικά σε λίγο για να γνωριστείτε και καλύτερα όντως μεταξύ σας. Δεν θα είναι το ένα-δύο άτομα. Έχουμε αρκετό χρόνο μπροστά μας και όχι αρκετό ταυτόχρονα. Από την πλευρά μας ανακοινώνουμε ομιλητές συνέχεια, οργανωτικά στείλουμε πράγματα, χορηγικά είμαστε σε καλό δρόμο. Κάποια στιγμή θα πάμε και στο 2 στην πορεία να δείτε τους χώρους εκεί που είναι. Αν πέρσι είχαμε ένα α επίπεδο στους χώρους, εκεί είναι επί 10 στο 2, προς το καλύτερο, έτσι. Και επειδή πραγματικά ο κόσμος εκεί πέρα έξω περιμένει κάτι εντυπωσιακό, θα το κάνουμε φυσικά γιατί μπορούμε. Και είμαστε όλοι μαζί αυτοί που είμαστε. Και όλο αυτό φέτος θα μείνει στην ιστορία όπως έμεινε το περσινό. Άρα, Ειρήνη, δώσε λίγο τα επόμενα βήματα και το.
Λοιπόν, σήμερα ήταν το πρώτο έκπληξη για όλους μας, νομίζω. Έχει συνηθίσει. Η αλήθεια είναι αυτή. Το επόμενο που έχει προγραμματιστεί, σας το λέω, θα σας τα στείλουμε και σε mail και σε μηνύματα και σε όλα, είναι στις 17 του Μαΐου, Σάββατο. Σε 2 εβδομάδες, σωστά. Πάλι θα το κάνουμε διαζώσεις και διαδικτυακά. Όπως σας λέμε και σας το λέει και η Μυρτώ που σας έχει πάρει τηλέφωνο, γενικά το διαζώσεις, ιδιαίτερα όσοι είσαστε στην Αθήνα, είναι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό. αυτό που είπες, να σπάσουμε τον πάγο. Θέλουμε να σπάσουμε τον πάγο, να υπάρξει αυτή η επικοινωνία, αυτό το interaction μεταξύ σας, να γνωριστούμε και να αρχίσουμε να δενόμαστε. Από τις 17 του Μαΐου λοιπόν και μετά, γιατί το event είναι το Νοέμβρη, θα έχουμε μια σειρά από workshops. Ο Morgan ήταν ο πρώτος μας καλεσμένος, που θα έχουμε όπως και πέρσι. Η περσινή μπορείτε να ενημερώσετε τους νέους τι είχαμε κάνει και με ποιους. Έτσι και φέτος λοιπόν θα έχουμε μια σειρά από workshops και πιο fun, πιο παιχνίδι για να δεθούμε και να αλληλεπιδράσουμε και για λίγο πιο διαδικαστικά πράγματα, ποιον ρόλο θα έχει ο καθένας, τι έχει να κάνει, role playing γενικά. Θέλω να δώσουμε ένα πολύ μεγάλο και δυνατό χειροκρότημα στη Μητώ, γιατί παιδιά... Μια μισή μέρα τηλέφωνο.
Ευχαριστώ και στα παιδιά που απάντησαν όλοι κατευθείαν, είτε στο μήνυμα είτε στο τηλέφωνο. Και όσους δεν βρήκα, απάντησαν και στο mail. Αυτό έχετε σπάσει όλα τα ρεκόρ. 2 άτομα δεν έχουν βρεθεί μόνο.
Μπράβο, παιδιά! Τέλεια. Εγώ νομίζω με αυτό που θέλω να κλείσω είναι με αυτό που είπε και ο Αλέξης σχετικά με την πρόθεση. Εντάξει, για όλους μας αυτό είναι πολύ σημαντικό. Να γίνεται για τους σωστούς λόγους ο καθένας. Νομίζω ότι και από σήμερα όσοι είσαστε εδώ, σας ευχαριστούμε καταρχάς όλους πάρα πολύ. Είναι πολύ σημαντικό.
Και όπως είδατε, έχει και πλάκα έτσι, δεν είναι?
Ναι, ναι.
Περνάμε καλά.
Ναι. Όχι, μα δηλαδή, αν ρωτήσετε και τους περσινούς και στο event εκείνες τις 2-3 μέρες, ήτανε που χρειαζόταν όλοι να είναι στα πόστα τους κτλ. Αλλά παρόλα αυτά έχει και το φαν κομμάτι, γιατί με κόσμο αλληλεπιδρούμε, δεν είμαστε ρομπότ.
Και αυτό για όσοι είστε πρώτη φορά, το Game of Money γενικά και από τη δικιά μου πλευρά είναι λίγο η προσφορά προς τα έξω, έτσι, όχι λίγο πολύ. Δηλαδή δεν το κάνουμε για monetization λόγους, είναι με μια μεγάλη ενέργεια που δίνουμε. Οπότε και το φεστιβάλ δεν είναι για μας κάτι που το κάνουμε, δεν είμαστε event organizers, το κάνουμε μαζί με άλλα 10 event για να ζήσει η επιχείρησή μας κτλ. Έτσι βάλουμε και το τζέτι μαζί το πρώτο. Οκ, δεν θα το βάλουμε το τζέτι μια ζωή, αλλά δεν είναι ο στόχος, δεν είμαστε αυτοί που κάνουμε αυτές τις οργανώσεις για να ζούμε. Σαν Game of Money. Ο Μωής από την πλευρά του επίσης, για να το γνωρίσετε λίγο, κάνει μεν πάρα πολλά event κορυφαία στην Ελλάδα, κυρίως στο κομμάτι προσωπική ανάπτυξη, αλλά και επειδή το ξέρω πάρα πολλά χρόνια και στην ανεκτή δράση που είναι από τους πρώτους στην Ελλάδα ή ο πρώτος που το ψάξαν διαφορετικά, δεν ήταν ποτέ ο στόχος του το καθαρά χρηματικό. Άρα αυτό που κάνουμε, το κάνουμε για προσφορά προς τα έξω και για να περάσουμε καλά. Δηλαδή, πραγματικά δεν έχουμε χρόνο να μην περνάμε καλά. Αν θέλουμε προβλήματα, έχουμε άλλες δουλειές να τα ζήσουμε. Άρα εδώ είναι όλο κάτι ωραίο που φτιάχνουμε. Να κρατήσετε το αυτό ότι δεν είναι ούτε κάτι αυστηρό, ούτε κάτι βαρύ. Εδώ είμαστε ανθρώπινοι, υγιεινοί. Το γουστάρουμε.
Αυτό. Για να μην το ξεχάσω, γιατί το χρωστάω στους ζουμένιους, την επόμενη φορά θα είμαστε σε χώρο με μικρόφωνα και κάμερες και σωστά και δεν θα έχουμε αυτό το περαδόθι. Απλά σήμερα ήταν λίγο ειδική περίπτωση. Γενικά όλα μας τα workshop, όσοι είστε και στο Game of Money Club, ξέρετε ότι το κάνουμε στους κουρίτες, στο Κέντρο Πολιτιστικής Κληρονομιάς Κουρίτες, που μας δίνουν εκεί την αίθουσά τους. Γενικά, μία θερμή παράκληση και από εμένα και από την Μητώ, να ανοίγετε τα email σας, γιατί στέλνουμε όλες τις πληροφορίες εκεί. Θα φτιαχτεί και μία ομαδική στο WhatsApp. Φροντίστε λοιπόν όλοι να μπείτε και να συμμετέχετε για να είσαστε ενήμεροι.
Άρα 17 Μαΐου ώρα και πού πες?
17 Μαΐου λοιπόν στους Κουρίτες, κατά τις 4-4:30 θα γίνει. Σωστά. Εμάς είναι η μηνιαία μας συνάντηση στο Game of Money Club το Σάββατο εκείνο, που έχουμε έναν καλεσμένο. Πιο πριν λοιπόν θα συναντηθούμε όλοι μαζί. Υπολογίζω κατά τις 4 για να έχουμε ένα γεμάτο 2ωρο, να μην βιαζόμαστε, γιατί εμάς η συνάντησή μας ξεκινάει στις 7. Οπότε, 17 Μαΐου, Σάββατο, στις 4, στο Κέντρο Πολιτιστικής Κληρονομιάς Κουρίτες, είναι ακριβώς απέναντι από το μετρό της Δάφνης. Δηλαδή, φτάνετε και με τα μέσα όσοι θέλετε για μεγαλύτερη ευκολία. Θα σας σταλούν και πληροφορίες. Αυτό και με τη μαγνητοσκόπηση εδώ και με όλα ό,τι θέλετε, έχετε και τα τηλέφωνά μας, εμένα και τις Μητώς, μας παίρνετε τηλέφωνο και μας ενημερώνετε. Αυτά, εγώ έκλεισα αυτό.
Ξανά. Sorry.
Η Χρυσάνθη. Έλα, Χρυσάνθη, πες.
Επειδή, δεν ξέρω τώρα αν διακόπτω, απλά επειδή είπατε αρκετές φορές να πούμε για προηγούμενη μας εμπειρία σχετικά με το φεστιβάλ, την περσινή, επειδή άκουσα και την ανησυχία του Αλέξιου, ο οποίος και πέρυσι το είχε εκφράσει μετά το τέλος του φεστιβάλ, ότι πήγε πάρα πολύ ωραία και ακούσαμε πολύ ωραίο feedback. Που ήθελα να πω είναι ότι επειδή είδα και τα στατιστικά πώς έχουμε κάνει εθελοντισμό άλλη χρονιά και κάπου διαφορετικά και οι περισσότεροι από εμάς είναι η πρώτη μας φορά εδώ. Θεωρώ ότι δεν είναι τυχαίο αυτό. Είναι γιατί έχουμε πάρει πολύ αξία ήδη με τον ένα ή τον άλλον τρόπο από διαφορετικά μονοπάτια ο καθένας, είτε αποφασίζω, είτε game of money κτλ. Και θέλουμε με κάποιο τρόπο να το αποδώσουμε. Οπότε η πρόθεση υπάρχει, υπήρχε πέρυσι, υπάρχει και φέτος. Και θεωρώ ότι παρά τις μικρές αποτυχίες που μπορούν να συμβούν, θα είναι ένα πολύ ωραίο αποτέλεσμα και φέτος, γιατί είμαστε όλοι εδώ με πολύ καλή πρόθεση και αγάπη για αυτό που κάνουμε. Αυτά. Και για όλους τους καινούριους, καλώς ήρθατε. Θα είναι μια πάρα πολύ ωραία και μαγική εμπειρία. Morgan, hello. I'm Chrysanthi. We have exchanged some emails between us.
Hello. Your sales manager, Morgan.
Yeah. It's nice meeting you even in a virtual way.
Oh, yes.
Hope you enjoyed your time in Greece.
I am, thank you. Nice to see your face.
Ευχαριστούμε, Χρυσάνθη.
Παιδιά, η Χρυσάνθη είναι η sales manager του φεστιβάλ, οπότε να της δώσουμε και ένα χειροκρότημα. Χρυσάνθη, ευχαριστούμε.
Το πάμε να φάμε σαν άνθρωποι. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ. Το χωράμε δυνατά. Να είστε καλά.
Γεια σας και από το Zoom. Μια φορά, ναι.